Hey everyone. So today we're talking about meal prepping and planning. I know we've talked about this a little bit before, but I just kind of want to do a refresher and kind of come in and say, hey, how is your meal planning going? How are you eating? What are you struggling with? What are you needing to help? What do we need to do to help you be successful with your food? So, what things are you struggling with? We've talked about the 80-20 rule. So, making sure that 80% of the time overall in our life that we're eating healthy, and 20% of the time we're enjoying our food and what we're doing. So that doesn't mean that our food needs to be bland and boring, but it does mean that we need to make sure that we're aware of what we're putting into our body and thinking consciously, will this fuel my body? Will it make it work at its optimal level? Will it make it so we are strong and awake and active in our workouts, or is it going to make us feel kind of like wanting to drag our feet and get kind of it back into bed? So we need to be aware of that. I know a lot of us wonder this question: how am I supposed to meal plan when I have a husband and kids and all these people in my life that I also need to think about? Here's something to think about. Your family members are going to benefit from your healthy eating. So yes, I don't have my own children at this moment, but I'm going to tell you something, a story about what I first learned when I first started eating clean. I worked a program, a specialized after school program, and at this program, we fed the children every day. I was in charge of that, but I wanted to be eating healthy, and I had to eat with the kids because part of role modeling a healthy and interactive lifestyle with children and the family dynamic is eating and being part of our meal together. So we were expected to eat lunch with them or supper with them. So I wanted to make sure that the kids enjoyed the meals, but I was also able to eat it. During this period of time is when I lost 46 pounds. So I know it is possible. I know it is possible to take a meal plan and expand it to meet the needs in your family. And it can be really simple. So here are my tips. Think about what you would want to eat. Look at your 21-day fix meal guide. Look at your max 30 meal guide. Look at your PIO meal guide. Look at your Body Beast meal guide, whatever it might be. Look at the foods. Look at the suggested things that you need to eat. What in those lists will your husband eat, your wife eat, your kids eat, or whoever else is living with you? What do they enjoy? What can you overlap? All right, now think. What can I do with these? Go on Pinterest, type in 21-day fix meal plans. Even if you're not doing a 21-day fix, there's tons of clean eating meal plans or recipes that you can be using. So this is the first thing you need to do. So, for example, you can eat pizza. Your family loves pizza. You don't want to order pizza because first of all, you don't want the grease. You don't want what they're putting on it, and you don't want it to be overwhelmingly full of crust. All right, so maybe your family likes to have a thicker dough. So you get a thicker flat out pizza bread, whatever it might be, and you make pizza on that. Maybe they love loading the cheese on, whatever it might be. You're going to make a meal for them, but for you, you're going to take just your own little one put it on a different plate or on a different pan in the oven, and you're going to put the amount of cheese you need, you're going to put the veggies you need, the meat you need, and the sauce you need. And you're going to keep that in mind when you're doing it for your family as well, because you want them to be healthy. You want them to start seeing what you're doing, and you want to role model it for your family. So that's my first tip. Do what you're needing to do for your family, but take it and spin it and cook it on its own or put it on its own sheet so you have your own food. That way also it's portioned out already, and it's going to stop you from going and overindulging. Another thing I did when we didn't have flat outs for pizza at work, sometimes I just didn't put all my stuff on a pan. I cooked it up in a thing in the oven and ate it without the bread part of it. So I had my veggies and my meat and I mixed it all up, and it looked kind of funny, but it was kind of like eating pizza, and it was delicious, but it still fixed my craving. I was still part of what they were doing, but it was just slightly modified. Another example is when you're making your veggies or any kind of meal for your family. You can, once you're done cooking it or steaming your vegetables or whatever you might be doing or putting sauces on things, take out the food or the portion you need. So I need a cup of cooked whatever. I need this portion of whatever in meat. Take it out. You're going to put it aside. You're going to finish prepping what your recipe was for your family. Now for yourself, you're going to add less sauce. You're going to add pepper or other things that you can eat for your spices. You're going to add no butter to your vegetables. You're just going to put some whatever you like on it, different spices, different things to have on it. Honestly, I've adapted just putting pepper on lots of things. So you're going to just modify. You're not making a separate meal. You're not going out of your way to make two different plans. Your family's still eating what they like to eat, but it is going to be healthier for them. But you're also meeting your modifications. So don't overthink it. Think every single day, what do I need to put in my body? If that's what you need to be putting in your body for you to be healthy, then why don't you want to put in your own children's bodies or your husband's body or your wife's body? So you need to think about that. All right. Now, yes, it's not, your family doesn't need to have no butter on anything because you're not eating butter. All right. I get that. Just modify. Take the food out that you need. Continue on with the meal, and then deal with yours. Sit down. Your meal's going to look the same as theirs, basically, except for you're going to have less sauces and less extra stuff that you don't need. Your body doesn't need it. All right? So I hope that helps. I want you to post below your questions or the things you're struggling with so I can really think about it and give you a good answer and connect with you on those things. So have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to read your comments below. Bye.